You were not born in a hospital. You were born in a one-room dirt floor shack in Texas. 1853. Your mother did it alone. No doctor. No painkillers. Just a knife to cut the cord and a rag to wrap you in. Welcome to the world. It gets worse from here. Your first job starts at age 6. Mucking out stalls. Breakfast is cornmeal mush. Lunch is cornmeal mush. Dinner is cornmeal mush with salt pork if you were lucky. Your stomach growls so loud the horses get nervous. By age 10, your hands look like cracked leather. Your father smells like sweat, tobacco, and broken promises. He teaches you 2 things: how to rope a calf and how to take a beating without crying. Both lessons will save your life. The Texas Longhorn, 6 feet from horn tip to horn tip. Weight up to 2,000 pounds. Temperament, pure evil. One of these animals can gut a horse in under 3 seconds. You will spend the next 20 years chasing them across the most unforgiving land on earth. 1865, the Civil War ends. Half the men in your county never came back. Longhorn cattle are wandering free all over Texas. Up north, a single cow sells for $40. In Texas, you grab one for free. The math is simple. Getting them there is not. This is the cattle drive. This is where your real life begins. $30 a month. $1 a day to risk your life in the dirt. Almost 1,000 miles from San Antonio to Abilene, Kansas. You ride out with 8 men and 2,000 longhorns. The first week you lose 4 cows to a river crossing, and one cowboy breaks 3 ribs when his horse throws him. He keeps riding. You all do. Your horse is not actually yours. It belongs to the outfit. You rotate through 6 or 7 a day. Some are calm. Some will try to kill you on a Tuesday morning for no reason. You are in the saddle 16 hours a day. Your back starts aching after day 3 and never stops. Cowboys walk bow-legged not because it looks cool. It is because your body literally bends around a horse after enough years. The Stetson boss of the plains. $4. 4 days of wages. The crown holds water. You use it as a bucket for your horse. Fan campfires with it. Wave it to signal the herd. Not fashion. Survival gear. The lasso, 40 feet of braided rawhide. If the loop catches your finger wrong, it takes the finger clean off at the knuckle. More important than your gun. Your gun, most cowboys fired their pistol maybe twice a year. Ammunition costs money. Your real weapon is the lasso. Your real enemy is boredom. Because the cattle drive is not exciting. It is 8 hours of dust and another 8 hours of dust. You eat dust. Breathe dust. Taste dust in your coffee. The cowboys at the back ride in a cloud of manure for months. That is where they put the new guys. You earn that position. The stampede, 2,000 animals suddenly decide to run. It happens at night. A lightning strike. A coyote howl. A cowboy sneezing at the wrong moment. The ground shakes like an earthquake. You have 4 seconds to get your horse moving in the right direction, or you get trampled into Texas soil. To stop it, you ride full speed in complete darkness alongside panicking longhorns and gradually turn the leaders into a circle. The pay is still $1 a day. Night watch, 2 hours riding slow circles around the sleeping herd in pitch black. You sing to the cattle, not because you enjoy it, because the sound of a human voice keeps them calm. You know every hymn ever written. You hate all of them. Food on the trail, do not insult the cook. Ever. The menu every single day is beans, sourdough biscuits, beef, and coffee. The coffee is black as midnight and thick as mud. First cup of the morning, is the only good moment of the day. River crossings are where the drive falls apart. Cattle panic in moving water. Men drown. Animals drown. You lose half a day for every bad crossing. The trail boss stares at the water for a long time before he decides. You watch his face and try to read your chances. 90 days after leaving Texas, you ride into Abilene. You have not bathed in 3 months. Your clothes could stand up on their own. The lice in your hair have formed a small civilization. The cattle are sold. $90. You are rich. For about 48 hours. First stop, the bathhouse. 25 cents. The water turns black. Then the saloon. Abilene is a very specific kind of hell designed to take money from cowboys. Whiskey called Taos Lightning. Alcohol mixed with tobacco juice and red pepper. 3 glasses, and you are playing poker with a professional gambler who has been taking cowboys' money since before you learned to rope. By morning, you have lost 60 of your $90. You are not even angry. Everyone told you this would happen. What the cowboy actually does with his time. 70% riding and watching cattle. 15% camp chores. 10% sleeping badly on the ground. 5% everything else, including the stuff they make movies about. The dangers nobody tells you about. Sunstroke kills more cowboys than gunfights. Rattlesnakes. Every time you pull on your boots, you check them first. Flash floods. A wall of water down a dry creek bed in the middle of the night. Lightning. The open plains, the tallest thing for miles. A medal. Shod horse. A metal weapon. You learn to read clouds. You move when the hair on your arm stands up. 1873, the economy collapses. Cattle prices drop by half overnight. Some outfits fold. Cowboys stranded hundreds of miles from home with nothing. You eat what you can find. 1875, you are 22 years old, and your knees ache like a 60-year-old man. 2 teeth missing from a fall. $41 saved. The mythology versus the reality. The duel at high noon. This almost never happened. Real gunfights were ambushes. Drunk arguments that escalated too fast. Shot in the back in a saloon. The famous gunfighters survived because they cheated whenever possible. The idea of a fair fight is a fiction invented by people who never had to fight. 1 in 4 cowboys was black. Formerly enslaved men who came west because a horse did not care what color you were. You will not read about most of them in history books. 1 in 3 cowboys was Mexican. The vaqueros invented everything. The lasso. Chaps. The wide-brimmed hat, 300 years before the Stetson. The entire cowboy tradition is built on a Mexican foundation that got quietly forgotten when the story became an American myth. 1879. The barbed wire arrives. Fences going up across the open range. What killed the cowboy was not the sheriff or the outlaw. It was 2 strands of twisted wire with sharp points every 4 inches. Your body at 30. 1 ear damaged from riding through a stampede. 2 fingers that do not straighten fully. Bad teeth. Vision permanently squinted from years of staring into Texas afternoons. You have made peace with what the beans have done to your digestion. You are, by any medical standard, a man who has lived hard. The real inheritance. Blue jeans. The cowboy boot. The barbecue tradition. The cattle industry that still feeds hundreds of millions. You gave the world all of that and got paid $1 a day and died of something preventable at 44. Your horse was sold for parts. Your saddle went to the next man. Your name is not in any book, but the idea of you is everywhere. In every movie where someone rides into the sunset. In every kid who ever put on a hat and pretended to be someone free. That was you, dirty, aching, underpaid, eating beans for the 4,000th time, riding into a dust cloud at 6 in the morning. You chased the horizon your whole life. It kept moving. That was the point. If you watch to the end, you're no longer the same as you were at the beginning. Like it if the story resonated with you, subscribe. There are still many people to come, people no one has made a film about.